ASEAN Dailies. First and the foremost news from Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. On the ASEAN Daily, we will bring you daily updates and commentaries on issues and events that are impacting this region. I'm your host Arlene Tan, and on this Tuesday, 23rd of February 2016, we will bring you the latest socio-cultural and trends from Southeast Asia. Our top story today, Japanese and US makers are definitely pouring out investments in Southeast Asia. In fact, producers of aluminium cans as well as sheet they are made from are expanding Southeast Asia output capacity in the anticipation of sharp growth in beverage packaging demand. UACJ, the biggest aluminium rolling company in Japan, will spend more than 10 billion yen or $88.4 million to expand a Thai sheet production plant by 70% in the 2 to 3 years. Full-blown output began at the Rayong province sites last fall. The company has already spent 55 billion on the plant, whose annual capacity now reaches 180,000 tons. UACJ sees that Southeast Asia and Australia markets for aluminium cans expanding 40% from current levels to a combined 26 billion cans in 2020. They will ride a wave of growth. This is according to Takayoshi Nakano, a senior managing executive officer in there. Just as beverages in aluminum cans quickly gained popularity in Japan following their 1971 introduction amid a fast-growing company, demand for the lightweight, corrosion-resistant containers is seen growing sharply in Southeast Asia too. In fact, according to a homemaker in Hanoi, she stocked up cans of soda because her 2 elementary school-aged daughters love Coke and other sodas. Ball, the world-leading can manufacturer, is seen opening its first Myanmar plant to produce aluminium beverages can in the first half. While on the other hand, fellow American company Crown Holdings is strengthening its Thai and Vietnamese facilities, which has opened 3 years ago. Across Southeast Asia, Vietnam consumes about 23 liters of carbonated beverages per person per year. And according to online media giant Zing, while this comes in below the global average of 40, the market has expanded some 70% over 5 years. Low-price canned beer is also gaining traction. In Thailand, cans selling for the rough equivalent of about 100 yuan or about 10% cheaper than the major brands such as Singha and increasingly popular among workers. China, which accounts for half of the world's aluminium metal output, is definitely the biggest rival to the Japanese and US companies. They are fully aware that the Chinese will likely go on the offensive side in Southeast Asia sooner or later, touting lower prices. The next news is a bit quirky. Well, Cambodia built a $40,000 toilet for, guess who? A Thai princess to use for only one night. In a poverty-stricken region of Cambodia, the country has instead built a toilet that is fit for a royal, and is definitely something that people would never forget, because once she's gone, however, the toilet will be destroyed. Princess Mahachakri Sirindon will be visiting the Ratanakiri province, one of the least developed regions in Cambodia, as the first part of her 3-day visits to the country. While waiting for her, near Yaklom Lake will be an air-conditioned 8-meter square outhouse. This is reported in The Guardians, where she will use the toilet for only one night before it is thrown away. The company that built the toilet, SCG Cement Building Materials, a Thai construction company, spent more than 2 weeks building the toilet. In the Khmer Time, it was reported that the $40,000 toilet was likely a lowball estimate due to the sheer number of workers and imports from Bangkok. In fact, after the visit, the bathroom will become an office for the local government. This definitely reflects that the monarchy is totally out of touch with the world of ordinary people, especially in Thai and Cambodia. This is according to Andrew McGregor, which he told The Guardians. He wrote a book on Thailand's political history called Thailand, A Kingdom in Crisis. For the cost of Sirindon toilet to be used just for a single night, whole Cambodian villages could have been provided with proper sanitation, according to McGregor. It was reported that through her visit, the princess is scheduled to open a health center and visit a new technology institute. She will also visit elementary schools. The leader of the Yeklom Lake committee said that many local representatives were told to ensure that the princess has a good visit. Well, I guess the $40,000 toilet justifies just it. From expensive toilet to city of ghosts. Well, the next news we report all the way to Vietnam. Vietnam's city of ghosts, where the dead live in style. Just outside of Vietnam's ancient imperial capital of Hue is a tiny fishing town known as the City of Ghosts, where the dead live in more opulent style than the living. The spectacular tombs of Vietnam's former emperors are a well-trodden stop on the tourist circuit in UNESCO-listed Hue, the country's capital for some 140 years, starting in 1802. But in nearby Abang village, local fishermen are taking the tomb tradition into the 21st century. How amazing is that? Families in the rural communities are pouring up to $70,000 into elaborate final resting places for their kin, an astronomical cost in a country where the annual per capita income is only $2,000. Although Vietnam is officially an atheist state thanks to its communist rulers, the country has been deeply influenced by Confucius and Buddhist thoughts, and many people are ancestor worship. The practice has been taken to new heights in the village, where their cemetery is definitely considered unique to them. In fact, according to one retired fisherman, he proudly gave reporter a tour of his family's enormous 400 square meter tomb. He said that it is for the children to be able to pay their respects to the ancestors, adding that a well-cared for tomb will also bring the family good fortune. He also added that it will be there forever. The ornate structure, which is 6 meters high and covered with colorful dragon carved into pillars, is now dwarfed by more recent additions. Some new tombs in this 250 acres site set near to the white sand beach rise up to 10 meters high, with every inch meticulously decorated. While traditional Vietnamese dragon carvings are popular, some graves also appear to draw inspirations from Hindu imaginary, with others featuring Christians or Islamic symbols. But where do they get all the money? Well, according to local policeman Hong Kang, the lavish graves are largely bankrolled by relatives of villagers who live abroad, mostly in the US. Being well off, they send money back home, which is invested in building tombs, graves, and the village temple. As the cemetery has grown, it has become increasingly famous throughout Vietnam, but it is also putting the local communist leadership in a tough spot. According to the local official Hong Ding Xuan Tin, local authorities definitely do not encourage the giant tombs. Authorities have run multiple quote-unquote communication campaigns to discourage locals from expanding the graves, but to no avail. The authorities may think that it's a waste of money, but for the villagers, it's definitely part of their heritage and culture. That's all from our ASEAN Daily today. Thanks for tuning in to Durian ASEAN with me, Arlene Tan. For more updates on Southeast Asia, please go to our website at durianasean.com. If you're on the go, we can always download our TuneIn app on your mobile. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels at Durian ASEAN and Durian ASEAN TV. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram. We always welcome feedback from our listeners. Stay tuned with ASEAN Daily by tomorrow on Wednesday, same time at 12 to 1 p.m. on GMT+8. Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.